This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. I have yet another article to read for you. You know what? Just let me share it, and I will be back with my perspective, definitely. But let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys, so you can listen to this story. Twin sisters charged in connection to brother's 2017 murder. These are the two twins, Leaundra, which is on the left, and Lemae, okay, charged with first-degree murder in the 2017 death of their brother, Christian. Two twin sisters have been charged in connection to the murder of their teenage brother, who was strangled to death in Maryland in 2017. Lemae and Leaundra Matthews, the 23-year-old twins, were two of three people busted for conspiring to commit the brutal murder after new evidence has come to light. Daniel Howard, 25, was also arrested for the killing. All three have been charged with first-degree murder and are being held without bond. Their arrests come years after Tyshawn Lipford, 24, a former boyfriend and father to two of Leaundra Matthews' children, was sentenced to 30 years in prison after he admitted to choking the victim, teenager Christian Matthews, to death inside the home he shared with his sister in Silver Spring, that Christian shared with his sister. Text messages between Lipford and Leaundra revealed she had asked Lipford to kill her teenage brother after he had threatened her and her child, coldly saying in a text message to Lipford that he, Matthews, has to go, according to court documents. Leaundra also allegedly told her mother that she helped kill her brother, showing no remorse for the alleged fratricide, saying it had to be done, and then Matthews wasn't going to stop. Court documents said Howard, referred to as Ghost in court documents, allegedly held Matthews down while Lipford choked him to death. All three now being held without bond. Now, the murder happened in 2017. So that's 2018, 19, 20, 21. It's like 4 years ago. So they were all teenagers at the time, pretty much. The girls were. And the boy was a young teenager. This was their baby brother. This was their baby brother. Now, the article is not very clear on what was going on, that they felt like they needed to set their baby brother up to be killed. When I read another article, which I don't have time to read right now, what they did was they solicited two men. One was one of the twins' boyfriend, the other was their friend. And they enlisted them two men to come in and kill their little brother who had his bedroom down in the basement of their townhouse. So what the twins did was they unlocked the door, made sure that the boys could get in and out without forced entry or without making no noise. And they left like gloves and stuff like that, so there wouldn't be no fingerprints and stuff and all of that type of stuff. So they basically colluded, and there were text messages back and forth that was evidence even at the time, where they colluded with them men to come kill their brother. Now, none of the articles actually said what sparked that or what type of difficulty that they was having supposedly with their brother that caused them to set him up to be killed. But the point is that these two hyenas destroyed three black men's lives. Two in jail, one dead. The dead one was their biological brother. They biological brother. These men's lives was destroyed by these two hyenas at the behest of these two hyenas, these two gynocrats, these two demons that didn't care anything about anybody. This is what I need people to understand. They didn't care nothing about nobody. Who sets up their younger brother to get killed? My baby brother died in 2017. The devastation of that is still it's undescribable even now. So I could not imagine actually having a hand in his death, actually saying to somebody, look, I need you to come off my brother. Like, I don't care what kind of argument, how we didn't get along, whatever was going on. I don't care what was going on. Nothing is enough for me to say, let me set him up so he can be killed. And then they got these two dumbbells to do their dirty work for them. Let me talk to the brothers for a second. I'm going to talk to the brothers for a second. Y'all going to have to start watching out for these hyenas. Why would you ever agree to do anything to bring harm to another black man at the behest of a black female, one of these genetically modified females, shout out to Danica Marie, to tell y'all or coerce y'all or to whatever she said that was like, yeah, come do my brother in, just come do him. Why would y'all ever do that? See, this proxy, let me just say something to the brothers real quick, because I don't usually talk to the brothers, but I'm going to take the time out to talk to the brothers. Proxy violence don't work if black men value the lives of other black men. Let me say that again. Proxy violence that these hyenas do doesn't work if black men value the lives of other black men. Anytime a chick try to tell you to come handle some other black man because she feels some type of way about something he did or something he said, or the next time you trying to protect the honor of a honorless hyena, think twice about the other man who may or may not be doing whatever she say he's doing, and the fact that you can ruin your life based on trying to do something or stick up for some hyena that's willing to throw you under the bus too, because they don't care if you're willing to do their bidding. They don't care about you. If this female can sick you on her brother that she grew up with, you know she don't care nothing about you. These are the same females that can kill their kids. They don't care nothing about you, sir. So these chicks, through soliciting two other men, letting them in the house where their family was. Now, what if they had went ahead and went on a killing spree? But whatever, they went down into the basement and killed that boy. Tore the whole family up. Not only were they responsible for the death of their little brother, but what happens to the parents? Now the parents are grieving. His friends are grieving. The rest of the family is grieving. This is a loss of life. And then these two chicks got to sit pretty for years. When in another article that I read, they was those text messages had come to light when this case was fresh, and they almost got away. They almost got away with colluding over the murder of their brother, because the police didn't bring them in 2017 when the boy was murdered, even though there were text messages that were obviously between the twins and the murder suspect. That was, you know what I'm saying, they was going back and forth planning this boy's murder. So this is how these chicks be basically getting away with literal murder. They get away with literal murder. This is how little black men's lives mean to anybody, even to the black women that claim they love them. I'm pretty sure at some point in their lives growing up, them girls told that boy that they loved him, that they loved him. But these same girls was willing to ruin the lives of 3 or 4 black men and to devastate the family based on whatever selfish whatever they was going through to say he gotta die. And said so without remorse, admitted it to the mother years later and saying, yeah, you know, we planned that. We had Christian killed. Without no remorse, without no, it had to be done. Years later, still didn't even reflect back to say, man, it wasn't even eating away at their conscience. And you know, things don't eat away at your conscience when you don't have one. See, that's the thing that one of the truths that don't nobody want to talk about. There's a lot of these hyenas that don't got no conscience. So that nothing eats away at their conscience because they don't have one. They're not sitting back guilty over nothing because they don't have a conscience. These are psychos. These are straight up sociopaths and psychopaths that are walking around. These women are in our homes. These women are having your kids. These women, I read a story like this every week where they either offing a kid or they're offing black men. One of the two. These are not rare instances. These are not one-offs. These are not situations where, you know, maybe, you know, it's 1 or 2. No, this is the misandry is at an extreme level. It's extreme. Because what could that young boy have been doing to them? They was all teenagers at the time. So what could he really have been doing to them? Because the article didn't even say, well, they got into a fight or, you know what I'm saying, he pulled a gun on them, or they're not even saying that he did anything. They're not even saying why. Why the sisters had a problem with him in the first place. A straight up psycho, 2 twin psychos. Somebody done impregnated these fools. Men have done their bidding and now serving 30 years in prison because you was doing the bidding of a strag. I need you to come do something with my brother. And this idiot did it. This idiot came through with a whole murder of another black man at the behest of a demonic hyena. He was on demon time and so was she. And y'all came in that house and killed that boy in cold blood. And somebody's supposed to protect y'all. Somebody's supposed to love y'all. Somebody's supposed to come and poo-poo and tutu and coddle y'all when y'all on this type of demon time. Very little punishment come your way. Remember I said it took years for them to even decide that, listen, we need to bring these 2 in because they were conspiring to kill this boy. They set him up. They was the mastermind behind the murder. It didn't even mention about no payment or no money or nothing. This was the most toxic form of simping that I have ever seen. This is why we have to think differently in our culture about how we treat black women, because they like to say that don't nobody listen to them, but it's too much listening. It's too much listening to black women. Listening to black women has got us in the situation we in as a people. Because they ain't got no sense, and a bunch of them is psychos. They ain't got no type of structure. They full of chaos and they full of demon time. And we wonder why we set back. Then they wonder when it's convenient for them, point to black men and to say how the black men are failing. And that's the reason why where we at. No, sis. We where we at because you a complete psycho. And you insist on being in the front. and being a psycho at the same time? Sound off in the comment section for me. Let me know what you think about this story. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, my name is The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.